Don't know about loud on both. Don't really go in mum and dad's bedroom if you're going to put loud on. So I can't have on the background, I don't think. What's up? How are you doing, guys? Thanks for joining us on this Friday morning in England. It's approximately 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a bank holiday in England, so not working. So I thought I'd do this picture of Mike Tyson. What are your thoughts on Tyson fighting Jake Paul then? It's going to be a fun fight. Mike Tyson, 57 years old now. He's the one 57-year-old I would not want to face in a ring. To get me foot out. Better see it better on this phone. Not saying much on this one, just trying to get these shadows down. I'll use my blending stump for a lot of them. Don't like starting a picture right from scratch and going live because I've got the basics down, but most people just literally look and say, oh, that's early days, I'll come back later. I like to get most of it done first. Leave that bit for the shiny. Let's try and get the dark values down first, and then use blending stump for the half values. Semitones. Stuff like that. So I think this was Tyson, we just come out of prison. Don't know we're fighting in this one. I'm just glad it wasn't me. So I'm taking a little bit of a break from cartoony stuff. Family Guy I've been doing. Really enjoy doing that stuff, but can't do it constantly. Got to get my charcoals and my realistic stuff out occasionally. I use a liner pen. It's difficult to get the details of the eye in charcoal. So there's no wrong getting liner pen out. That'll do. No. Get those eye cheekbones in. So whenever you're doing stuff like this, if you're ever tackling a drawing like this, it does take time. I don't usually do stuff like this on live because most of my viewers have got the attention span of a goldfish. But, I'm sure there's a few people out there who'd like to watch the process. If you don't like it, you can always switch off. So we'll see what happens there. See how many viewers we get. I'm not out to please everybody. I'm out to draw what I like drawing, and if you like it as well, then that's good enough for me. It is a bit of a slow process, so completely understandable if you just switch straight off from it. Switch on, switch off, not for me. But this is what you have to do if you want to do decent drawing. It takes time. You've got to have patience. It's all worth it in the end. And you've got that result, and you're just improving it bit by bit. Just adding tiny little micro changes. Can be pretty tedious, but needs to be done if you want to get your results. All that way, I've been on blooming 20 minutes. I've still not done his face. His body will be easy, because it don't really matter with his body, but you want to get his face right, especially when it's somebody who's recognisable as Mike Tyson. Like anybody who's recognisable, pretty much got his features down now. He's got a shiny head. Again, I've done the majority of that work with blending stump. You know, when you're using a blending stump, you don't sort of think it's doing anything, but it really is. It's just making little micro changes into that tone. You have to just keep rubbing, and it's adding just slight bits which you couldn't achieve with a pencil. It just creates real dark shades instantly that you'd have to take out, which isn't very good. So these blending stumps, I've never used one until I started using charcoal. I didn't even know they existed. I was doing everything with graphite. And then I got this charcoal set that my wife bought me, and I've used it ever since. I don't think I've used graphite once since I started using charcoal. I don't like graphite. You just can't take it dark enough for me. I like to be able to go black in my drawings. That's what creates your contrast. So I'll just do this left here, and then I think I'll do a bit of work on his body. His face is not looking too bad now. Did you get teacher to help? Natural art. I don't know if you're talking to me. No, I've just done everything. I'm self-taught. I've been drawing for a long time, so if you're talking to me, that is. I don't know if you're discussing that with me, but I haven't really been talking much. Concentrating on getting his features down. Now it's plain sailing with his body. Right, we'll get some work done on his body now. So the shadow underneath there. Can do most of this as well with the blending stump. But yeah, I'm self-taught. I didn't go to art college or like that. I just enjoyed doing it. My art teacher, Mr. Russell, advised me to go to art college. But at college you have to study different artists and talk and write about them, and that's what put me off. I didn't want to do all like that. I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to draw. Or paint or whatever. You need all that other stuff just to say that you've got a degree in art. I'm not that bothered about having a degree, it's just a piece of paper. I've got 1,000 pieces of paper in a sketchbook that says that I can draw. It's worth more than any degree for me, personally. I'm not saying don't go to art school, but it's just not for me, that's all. You can learn a lot just from watching on YouTube. Can anybody hear what I'm saying, by the way? I've just been talking and somebody said I still cannot hear you. I don't know if there's anything wrong with my, or is it just that I've been talking quite low? And somebody reply, can you hear me? Can somebody say, yes, I can hear you? If you can hear me, that is. If you can't, then obviously you can't. Oh dear. I don't know if you can hear me. Claire, can you hear me? Right. They're probably just talking amongst themselves then, and yeah. Slade Queens, I have no words. Good, glad you can hear me. I didn't think you could hear me then. I thought I was mumbling to myself. Okay. A lot of shading to be done in his body. Oh, I think we'll go straight down to his chest, and I can tie stuff together. If you can see that. There we go. So I'll just get some dark values down, then I can use my blending stump or a brush for the half values. To get that lot in first so I don't get my hand all smudgy. Got a vein just there, so we'll leave that bit. Just like doing a jigsaw puzzle. When you're drawing a picture, just take it one little bit at a time. Like putting pieces together. Except you're just printing it on a piece of paper instead of having the puzzle laid out in front of you. You're having to build it up yourself. And that's the fun part of it, when it starts to come together and you're getting the final pieces in, it all ties in. Leave that bit there because it's a vein. You can blast that with the... Got a tattoo over there. There's his tattoo in. Shiny shoulder. Oh yes, he has. He's got a shiny shoulder. Shiny shoulder. That's the image that I'm taking it from, by the way, if anybody's interested. I could leave it on, could I? I just can't. I need to be able to see it properly. get one of them fancy cameras where you can see both. Invest in one of them. You can see the picture that I'm doing, the image that I'm taking on, and what I'm drawing as well. That'd be good. Shiny like a treasure from a sunken railway wreck. Scrub the deck, my deck is too shiny. I would sparkle like a wealthy woman's neck. Just a sec. Art is fire. I agree with that statement. It is. Once you get into it, it's very addictive. 1 minute there's a piece of paper, next minute there's an image. Well, not next minute, I've been on half an hour with this one. Just take a while, but doesn't happen overnight. Unless you stay up overnight, that is. Then it does happen overnight. And a lot of people ask me about charcoal, saying it's messy. It is messy, but if you always start, yeah, I'm right-handed, so I always start. So I'm always drawing this area first. If I drew this area first, my hand would be in what I've already drawn. So try and learn to draw like this, not like a lot of people draw like this. So you're constantly putting your hand in what you've done. So I always, if I'm doing things like this, I'll hold my pencil like this, so that my hand's never, and I just plant my hand down. I'm just using this sort of a movement and that sort of a movement, and that's what you, when you're drawing, that's all you're doing. You're building up this muscle memory. And the more you do it, the easier it is. You're not going to learn it by just watching somebody do it. You obviously can learn a little bit from watching. I don't want to say that and you'll switch off and start. It helps to watch people, but the only way you truly learn anything is just by doing it. So if you just draw something every day, don't matter what it is, pick something that you like though. That helps. You know, it's no good drawing something that you're not interested in. Now this fella Mike Tyson, he wasn't, when I was young, he was a heavyweight champ, and I used to watch him, and I can still watch him now. He's just amazing. If nobody's ever seen Mike Tyson box, you're missing out on a massive treat. He's an incredible boxer, without a doubt my favourite boxer. He was just smaller than everybody else. He wasn't even a natural, well, he was a natural heavyweight, but some heavyweights are 17, 18 stone. He was only 15.5 stone, I think. So quite light and quite small. He wasn't even 6 foot. bit of use leverage and speed to win bigger opponents. Yeah, you need to watch him if you're into boxing, that is. So we're getting somewhere now. This is where I usually start my live streams. I like to get something down on paper, because when you've got a blank piece of paper, it's difficult to sit through it. If you're like, you know, if you're watching somebody draw, especially when it's a long process. You know, I've been on this now 40 minutes. I've been on this 40 minutes and it's not even halfway there. But I've got the main features down. I've got yeah, it's 8:37 here. So if I had this down on paper, then when I first came on, then people wouldn't want to disappear. They'd stay on and probably watch the rest of it. This is going to be a good another. If I stayed on to finish it, it'd be another hour, probably. And I know what you all are like. Most, not everybody, obviously. I don't know who I'm talking to here. There's a lot of kids on chat. There might be some older people who've got some patience and want to sit through it. So my wife always says, don't assume they're all kids. There might be some older people on as well. It's just the chat's usually kids. So if there's any older people there who's enjoying this video, then thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying it anyway. And thanks for watching you lot as well. You lot are chatting away there. Can't forget you lot. You're the ones who comment on it, so appreciate that as well. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Back up to his face. This lot needs to be a bit darker, I think. Once you start darkening up this area, you should realise that his face is probably not as dark as what it should be. You're 68, hello mate. A more hem. I can't read all that name. 68. Nice to meet you, 68-year-old guy. Or woman. I don't know if you're a woman or I'm saying a guy. Thanks for tuning in. I don't usually get any I don't even realise I've got older people watching me. I assume it's just younger people. But no, thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying it. Obviously you must be if you're still here. You just don't get involved with the chat. Wise choice. I'd be the same as well. I just sit and watch. Let's have him a nipple. Look a bit weird without a nipple. Can't really see it on the image, but that's where his nipple is. Yeah, my wife's typing for me. My wife moderates, so it's not me, obviously. I'm not that good. I can't draw and type. I can talk and type, but I can't draw and type. It's a bit of a stretch. It's dark under there. Bring it up a little bit. You spend all your time looking really close to your image that you're basically printing on a piece of paper. And so you don't really get to see it very well. It sounds weird. It's a bit like you're not seeing the changes. And then occasionally you'll step back. I can't use my brush yet. Let's get my brush in. Brush is good for doing some nice semitones as well. And forgetting all about my brush. That's my secret weapon. But yeah, you spend all that time, my head's quite close to this paper, so can't really tell what it looks like until you stand away from it. You lot can see it obviously from a distance, but I can't tell what it looks like until I stand away. And that's when it starts getting exciting, when you stand away and you realise you are creating something that looks how it should look. Forgetting all about my brush, my secret weapon. Can't do that. What that does, it just it softens everything up, makes it more, it gets rid of that grainy look that the pencil leaves. You might want to keep that grainy look occasionally, but if you're wanting to create realistic work, then you definitely need to incorporate a brush as part of your arsenal. So yeah, you'll use your brush and your blending stump as much as you'd be using your pencil. Sometimes even more. And blending stump just to get these shiny bits down. I'm constantly using a reference. I think that's a difficult thing that it takes time to learn You know, you're trying to look at this image, I'm trying to break down, you know, tones. You know, if you look at that and that, then the eyes definitely need to be a lot darker. Straight away you can see it. If I look away from this, my reference, the eyes need to be a lot darker. But if I'm trying to create, that is if I'm trying to create the same image, I might not. This is just a reference. Now everybody can see that that's Mike Tyson now. It's recognisable. If I'm trying to create the image like for like, then I need to make his eyes darker, because his eyes are, on the original reference, on the photograph, are definitely darker than what I've done. So excuse me. But you won't necessarily have to do that. You know, you don't have to print this picture. You can do it how you want, as long as it's an image that you're happy with. That's all you're doing. You're trying to create something that wasn't there before. As long as you're happy with it, whatever, gives you a good sense of achievement instead of just sitting there. A lot of people these days sit on the phones or scroll. You're just creating, which is totally up to individual. I'm not judging people. But when you're doing that, you're not achieving anything. You know, I woke up this morning, I've taken the dog for a walk, fed the dog, brushed my teeth, and now I'm creating a picture, creating an image, and it's good for my brain. It keeps my cognitive function healthy. My brain is working. Solving problems. And that's what we're here. That's what your brain's for. It's to solve problems. And to function as a human being. Get some tones down, use my brush. And then I think I'll start working on the other half of his body. Quite happy with it. It's looking pretty good now. Looking sharp. We're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. And I don't know if Ben's on. But Ben actually suggested Mike Tyson last night. I was doing a live stream last night, and there's this lad called Ben. He named himself Benz, B-E-N-Z. And he suggested Mike Tyson. He's a big Tyson fan as well. So I woke up this morning and thought, yeah, let's do him. Let's do Mike Tyson. I drew him when I was younger. I think I was about 18 maybe. When I drew Mike Tyson. Last time I drew him. Similar picture to this, but I didn't do it in charcoal. Did it in graphite. I have to shut that door. All I can hear is Walter, the dog, chewing a blooming bottle. Tina Lewis, Craig ED. I've not been looking up, so apologies for that. Myra Riddle, thanks for those comments. I've not been looking up because I'm concentrating. It's hard to shade and read people's comments. So. Thanks for the comments, appreciate them. I know it's a long one, so a lot of people are going to disappear. They've got things to do. Probably got more interesting live streams to watch. I'll probably come on a bit later on and do a couple of requests. But not later on today, that is. I'm going to You fill up my senses. I'll put an indication of a nipple there. No, I can't really see it on the image. So we'll put it in anyway. It needs another nipple. And there he is. Can get a bit daunting starting a picture. You've got this blank piece of paper staring at you. And even I still get it. I get a bit anxious about starting a picture. You can get a bit scared about making mistakes. You know, trying to get this image down so that it's recognisable as that image. I think that's why a lot of people avoid it. They're scared of making mistakes. But if you're scared of making a mistake in life, then you'll never do anything, or you'll never try anything. So my advice on that is just to just have a go and just keep working on it. And if you make a mistake, you can always try again, and you can always take it out. You've got an eraser. There's an image that you don't like. I made a bit of a mistake here. His back doesn't come out that much. We can easily take it out. Problem solved. I've been on an hour now. I did start it before. I had the proportions down before, so it's probably an hour and a half I've been doing this. Hey Bella, 2 a.m. Whereabouts are you? It's 2 a.m. Where's that? I don't know. CACA. Don't know what that means. You got a tattoo over here, Mike. Need to put that in. Let's get a brush first. The old secret weapon brush is coming out. Let's make these values nice and smooth. Slade Queen's High. Bella, that's crazy. It's crazy. This is crazy, 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 crazy night. This is a soft pencil. I've not used it yet. So this is a soft charcoal pencil. It's going to make the value even darker. This is when it really starts to get exciting for me. Get a life, everybody says. But yeah, let's get these darks in. It looks awesome. Just pushing these dark values darker, and then you're pulling the light values light, and that's when you get your realism. That's when things start to really look impressive. But then you have to do it with everything else. You can't just do one thing. Everything's got to be brought up to that same tonal value, so it's all equal. These are crazy, crazy. Careful around the eyes, because one little mistake and it'll be difficult to rectify. Hopefully nobody would notice, but probably not, but I'd know. People say they're my soul away, but I don't hear about that they all say. So again, I'm just using this soft charcoal pencil to darken everything up. Pushing and pulling. And then again, we'll just use that brush just to soften the values up. It's looking pretty good. Brett Coleman. That's Mike Tyson. I like it. It certainly is Brett Coleman. It is Mike Tyson. Hi, I'm Mike Tyson, and I'm the greatest heavyweight of all time. And as predicted, hi Sampreet, so how are you, mate? How are you doing? You're doing a charcoal Mike Tyson, Sampreet. As you can see, I've been on an hour and 10 minutes now. So how are you doing, mate? Archie, hello man, how you doing? Slade Queens, hello mate. Yeah, I can relax a bit now. Hard work's been done. Got the proportions down. I've got the basic shadows and stuff down. I'm just having a bit of fun now. I've still got that his left arm to do, but it's a nice image. I'm happy with it. You forgot the abs. I'm just doing them now. They're not actually that strong in his picture, so I'll definitely be putting him in though. He's not tensing his stomach muscles for this photograph. But artistic license, I can always sharpen him up, make him look a little bit more cut. Or I could just stick to that softer look. It's up to me, it's my picture. It's my world. Where Mike Tyson. Yeah, we've made you a moderator, Sampri. We've got a few moderators on. We've got Ben, we've got you. Oh, we've got two. That's it, just you two, I think. I feel like I can trust you to do it, so even though I'm not on at the same time as you, when you are on, you seem to be pretty sensible. So if your wife's not on, you can be a moderator. But everybody's been well behaved on this one, so I don't think the wife's had to step in and kick anybody out or time anybody out. Archie, thank you. Can't see a lot of this other arm, but I'm going to have to just wing it and make it up. Just put some shade in it. Nobody will ever know. You just can't see it, the other arm, so we'll make it up. $57k, thanks mate. Yeah, things are going in the right direction. I've been getting, I started getting like 1,000 subscribers a day, and then yesterday I think I got nearly 5,000 subscribers in one day. It's crazy, man. Well, it's those Family Guy videos and Simpsons videos that are doing it. They're still getting quite a lot of views. And my new ones that I put on, I did a charcoal picture last night live. Well, I did 2 charcoal pictures before I went to sleep last night. I thought I'll put a short video on of one of these charcoal drawings, and it's like, it did terribly. Like 400 views, something like that. If I'd have done a Family Guy or a Simpsons short video, it'd have been in thousands. So it's just the way it is. It's what people like to watch. This is his shadow under his chest, so cheers Archie. I can look up a bit more now and read some of your comments, as I've been concentrating on trying to get this down. Even after all these years, I do get a bit stressed when I'm trying to get things down on paper. You know, when I plan on doing something like this in one sitting, I don't plan on going back to it, even though when I stop this live stream, I probably will go back to it. Do little bits. Might even do a little bit on it later on in a live stream just to tighten things up. Because Ben's missed out on it. Ben, who's the other moderator. Yeah, this one's done, well, I've been drawing for an hour, over an hour, 74 minutes, so an hour and 15 minutes. And I started it, I'd already got the proportions down before I came on, so I've been drawing for about an hour and a half on this one. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. You know, I'm in a better mood and I'm not as stressed when I start singing. We've done a pretty good job of Mike Tyson. I think we're getting there now, Stu. I'm quite happy with it. Need to get, everything needs to be a bit darker though. Some of that paper's still quite light. So we need to get rid of that lightness, don't we? I can always pull some lights out again. So all you've been doing with your test, Sampreet? How's your schooling going? I think you had a test last time I was talking to you. English test, alright? How did that go? All my tests are over. Good. How did you do on your English test? Or don't you want to talk about it? You don't have to say, mate, it's fine. Results in tomorrow. Good. Well, I hope you've done well, mate. Probably speak better English than me, so... Recently, Holi is celebrated in India. Nice. Do you go to the celebrations? Does everybody do it? Get involved? Celebrate Holi with other people with colours. Yeah, I've seen it on. I saw a programme about it. Looks really good. Everybody looks like they're having a really good time. Ben's going to be annoyed he missed this one. He's going to have to watch it back. Yeah, see you later, mate. Have a good day. Oh, holy, holy night. Starry, starry night. Paint your palette blue and grey. Dee on a sunny day. Shadows. Now I understand what you tried to say to me. How you suffered for your sanity. How you tried to set them free. They did not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. A bit darker with these shadows, and then just about done the hard stuff. We could play about with it all day, just adding a little bit so we could darken it up a little bit more. Can't see that tattoo very well on his arm, so I'm not going to do too much on it. I need to put a bit of dark background in it as well, because at the minute it looks like that's his shoulder. His shoulder's actually right up here. You just can't see it because that is light shining off of his shoulder. So that's where his shoulder actually is. So I'll just give it a little hint of where his shoulder actually is. do some background, I'm not going to bore you people with that, but might do it later. I'm going to do another live stream later. Well, I've been fading off into the bottom, to the abyss. Yo. You're not live or just not answering. I'm not answering, Vicky, because I've not been looking at my... I might do it later. I'll do a request for later. Wow. I'm not going to do it today because I'm doing Mike Tyson today. I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes now. But I'll, if you come on later on, I'll do a request when I go live later on. So I've not been talking a lot in this because I've been concentrating on doing this. Right, that's not looking too shabby. Could make it a bit darker, but I think I'm going to leave it at that. He says, making it darker. No, yeah. Wow, thanks. Starry, starry night. Right, I think we'll leave it at that. I've been on quite a long time. I have, oh dear, my back. I need to go stretch my back. Oh dear. Right folks, thanks for watching. I'll probably do another one later today. Right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.